All right, so we're going to do part C now. This is going to be writing an equation from a description. So I'm going to be giving you the transformations, and then you need to write the equation from it, okay? So we've written an equation from a graph. So now we're going to do it here. So if you remember, we have our vertex form y equals a absolute value of x opposite h plus k. Your A, that's your vertical stretch and your vertical compression. H is your left for positive. Okay, your left is positive and right is negative. And then your K is your up and down, and positive is up, negative is down. Okay? Oh, and if your A is negative, so if you have an x-axis reflect, that means you have a negative A. Okay? So, given the parent function the absolute value, so that's what that is, write an equation with the following transformations. So, I read them and then I come back. So, vertical shift down, whoops. So, a vertical shift down 5 and a horizontal shift right 3. Now, vertical is up and down, okay, because sometimes they'll say vertical shift 5. Well, they'll say vertical shift down. Okay, so vertical just means up and down, and horizontal just means left and right. Okay, so all I'm talking about is a down and a right. There was no stretch, no compression, no x-axis reflect, so there's no a value. So we're just going to write y equals absolute value of x. Now, it said a vertical shift down 5. Well, down 5. So down 5, that's going to be my k value here at the end, and it's going to be negative. So at the end of my equation, I'm going to have a minus 5. Okay? Then next, it says horizontal shift right 3. Well, right and left is my h, and a right is going to be negative, so it's going to be minus 3. And then we just close out the bars because the up and down is not in the bars. And that is your answer. Okay? That's our answer. All right. Example 4. Given the parent function absolute value, so again, that is just going to be our y equals, let's get out of that. That. There we go. Y equals a x minus h plus k. Okay? Alright, so it says that you have a following transformation of a vertical stretch by 2 and a vertical shift up 12. Alright, so a vertical shift, a vertical stretch. Alright, so vertical stretch by 2. Alright, excuse me. Your vertical stretch is going to be your A value. So I'm going to replace my A value with 2. So y equals 2, absolute value of x. Next, it says that I have a vertical shift up by 12. Well, up and down is your k value. So do I have an h value? No, I don't. So since you don't have an h value, we're going to close our bars out. Up 12 means it's going to be plus 12. And that is your answer. Okay, so here's a vertical stretch by 2, up 12. Okay. All right. Next one is when given the parent function absolute value, write an equation with the following transformations. So again, repetition, that's why I keep saying this on every slide. Your parent function is y equals a absolute value of x minus h plus k. Okay? So I have an x-axis reflection. All right, x-axis reflection, Okay, that is when your A is negative. So y equals, that means we're going to have a negative. Vertical compression. Your vertical compression is your A value. That's your vertical compression. So it's going to be a negative 1/4 because it's an x-axis reflect, then a compression. Then I'm going to go left 4. Well, left is my H, and it's going to be positive because it's opposite. All right, so it's going to be x plus 4. I do not have an up and down, and that is it. All right. So, how about you pause this screen and try these two on your own, and then when you unpause it, we'll solve it together, okay? All right. So, sorry, there was still ink up here. All right. Let's go back. So have you solved them? So now what would the new equation be if you shifted the graph 2 units up and 7 units to the right? Okay, so 2 units up is your K value. So they're out of order from reading it from left to right, okay? So that's why you got to know K is up. So this is going to be a plus K. And then 7 units to the right means it's going to be a minus H. Okay, so the 7 is going to come first, then the 2. So y equals the absolute value of x minus 7 plus 2. So if you got the 7 and the 2 backwards, that means that you just were going with left to right, reading it left to right. Okay, so next time pay close attention to the words. All right, so 2 units up was your K, which is right here. And then 7 units to the right is your H right there, okay, HK. Just remember H comes before K in the alphabet, so it should come before the K number. All right, the next one is, this is what we did in part B. It's where I give you the equation. I want you to state the transformations. So this is my H value, means left or right, and it's opposite, so that positive 2 means I went left 2, all right? And then that 5 on the end, so a minus 5 on the end means I went down 5, okay? So I hope you got these right. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.